Celtics after 4 games. This is only Russ's second game back after offseason knee surgery. But they're going to be what I thought they would be. They'll be somewhere around the 6th or the 8th seed. I didn't have them in the top 4 seeds, so I'm not overly concerned with what I've seen thus far. The thing is, Skip, Russ is a volume shooter, and he's like the stock market. And when he's bullish, whoo, that thing good. But when he's a bear, he's a grizzly. And last night he was a grizzly. And it's not going to go well for them when he doesn't play well. They can't win outside of Russ playing well. It's almost like LeBron when he was in Cleveland. LeBron didn't play well. They lost ball games, especially last year. Now, when they had Kyrie could have a monster day. Kevin Love could somewhat have a monster day, and they could carry the night. But then it got to the point where if LeBron didn't get you 30 and 11 and whatever, they weren't going to win the game. And that's kind of how this OKC team is.
Well, they got this other guy named George Paul.
Man, don't get me. Oh, the guy that's shooting 39%?
Yeah, that guy.
And 29% from 3. Is that the guy we talking about?
That's the guy.
Oh, okay.
The guy who was 2 for 10 from 3 last night.
Yeah.
Right.
OKC is shooting a league worst 39% from the floor and 24% from 3. You're not going to win very many games like that, Skip. So, but I'm not concerned. Russ is only 2 games back, Skip. They'll get better. But I didn't see them. They're going to be fighting 6 to 8 for that 6th to the 8th seed. I don't think you had them anyhow. Well, maybe you did because you love OKC. You love Russell Westbrook. But I'm more realistic than you.
Russell Westbrook should have closed this deal last night. They're up 16.5 on a very good Boston team that's still trying to find its way in rotation, but they're up 13 with 4:54 left in the third quarter, and Russell shot them in the foot. It's one of his worst shooting games ever, and he is certainly capable of this because he's not a pure shooter.
No.
He had to sort of teach himself that shot, and sometimes it drops, and sometimes when it goes south, it goes way south. And so all of a sudden, as you say, he's only played 2 games, but in the overall 4 games, they're last in the league in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. Russ was 8 of 16 from the free throw line.
But you know what, Skip? He started struggling a little bit from the free throw line last year, I noticed.
He was.
And he just picked right up where he left off.
So in the fourth quarter, he was 0 for 7 with 3 bad turnovers. And he had look after look after look down the stretch where you could win the game, especially with 45 seconds left and 26 seconds left. He just bricked. It's Westbrook. He was Russell Westbrook last night.
And that's, you know what, one of the problems that I have with him, Skip, is that when things are not going well for him, he's like a guy that the water's on and it's overflowing. Well, you can stop it if you just turn it off. And you're like, well, what do I do? Russell just keeps shooting. Bruh, you shooting your team out of the game. I understand you're the best player, but after you miss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but his mentality is, Skip, the next one's going to go in. The next one's going to go in. And when the next one doesn't, you look up, because you remember that game against the Rockets in the playoffs. He was like 17 or 23, and then he goes like 1 of 19. You're like, Russ, you shot him out of the game. And that's where they are. But this is who he is. He's a volume shooter. He's not Steph Curry. Steph Curry can take 20 shots, Skip, and 8 of them will be threes, and he'll make 5 of them. Russ, he can't shoot that. He's a scorer, but he's a volume shooter to get those points. Guys like KD, guys like Steph, guys like LeBron can get you 25, 30 points in a limited number of shots. That's not who he is. Now, the first game against Sacramento, he shot fairly well. What,
he did.
15 or 23, something like that?
But Sacramento made 10 of 21 threes and won the game 131 to 120 at OKC.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
And this team is missing Andre Robertson, who was coming back from knee surgery and had complications, and now they're saying he's going to be gone for like half the year before he's right. Well, that's a big loss. And obviously last year it was Melo, it was the OK3. And they don't have that anymore. And when Paul George also goes south, they're not very good.
What? You mean Paul George goes south?
The guy who was going to save LeBron in L.A. That guy.
He should have saved Indiana.
Don't
worry about old Bron. Bron got this.
I told you he's a complimentary star. He's
Stop doing that, Skip. You called the man George Paul, Paul George.
He's George Paul. And when they needed him last night to step up, they had the Celtics dead and buried. They just had him. And all of a sudden, you let him get a little life, you let him get a life. And then, you know who the guy is who always makes the big shot for the Boston Celtics? Not any of those kids.
Morris.
It's Marcus Morris.
He does.
It's the one veteran on that squad, and he just comes in, and he took the big shot at the end in 28.7 seconds left. He just nailed a three.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is Kyrie Irving on that team?
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me out of the timeout, because that's what Brad Stevens did. He called timeout. So out of the timeout, he let Marcus Morris, a journeyman, take the last shot over the guy that saved LeBron James bacon. When did they start doing that, Skip Bayless?
Marcus Morris has made a bunch of big shots. No, I'm not talking about Marcus Morris.
You keep telling me how Kyrie saved his bacon. You mean to tell me they won't let Kyrie take the big shot in the fifth, sixth game of the regular season to start the season, and that's the guy that saved LeBron?
What did I tell you yesterday about Kyrie Irving? He's also coming off a second major knee surgery, and he ain't right. He does not trust his legs yet. He's still tippy-toeing.
And what did you tell me? If you're out there on the court, you're healthy. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm like, Skip, I'm saying sometimes, people don't know what you go through. Because O'Shea Sharp had his ankle injected, took shots to the rib, under his underarm and his shoulder just to get out there. But people didn't want to hear that. You said they want to see 8-4 and get them tubs.
They do.
I said, okay. You say Kyrie Irving's out there. So I want to know if was he on the court? Did Brad Stevens take him out because he had surgery? Yes or no? No, he did not.
He actually, by his new standards, he played pretty well. Made 6 of 13 shots, 15 points. He made a couple shots late.
I ain't going to say nothing because that ain't none of my business. But don't look now, that old number 0 from Duke, that ain't none of my business. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
You think he's the guy?
I don't know who team this is.
Yeah, and who taught him everything he knows?
I don't know. I ain't see.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
I don't get into all that who taught who. You know, I had a lot of great teachers along the way.
Really?
Yeah, I had a teacher, Norman Elmore. You know, Skip, back in the day, Skip.
Oh, I remember Norman. Yeah.
Norman Elmore, he was my English professor in college.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I had him for advanced calculus or something.
He could, Skip. Yeah. And, you know, we getting ready to leave because he was running late. So we getting ready to leave, and here he come. He always come with a big load of books, and he dressed kind of just like this. Skip always had a sweater on. Yeah, just like this. Got my Norman Elmore, Savannah State. Skip. So he see us leaving. So we turn around and see him go back in the room. He slammed those books down on the desk. He say, "How dare you leave my classroom when I'm late? I can teach you more in 10 minutes than any other professor can teach you in a day.
Really?
Now sit down and let's learn."
Well, let's take a shot at the rest of the faculty.
I stood, hey, you always sat. I sat in the front, because you know what, Skip, if you sit in the front, the women think you were smart, because you sit in the back, they don't think you know that. I'll sit in the front. They think you smart.
So you fooled them?
I ain't fooled them. I graduated, Skip. I did real well in school.
What's your line? You majored in?
I majored in eligibility.
Eligibility.
But I got a degree in the process. English.
That's kind of hard to do.
You know what? I should have been an English major like you, Skip.
Really? Yeah.
No, me and writing papers didn't do well.
Yeah.
You got to write too much to be good at it.
Yeah, double major, English and history.
I ain't asked you all that, Skip. I was a history. I had a minor in history.
Yeah, cum laude. It's okay.
I graduated. Thank you, Lottie. Same thing.
No. Yeah.
Thank you, Lottie.
Well, you got out.
Yeah, I did.
You got out.
I just got
You're
back.
here now.
Now there's Blake Bortles.